Yeah, back again. Um, question that I want to ask in this video is about synchronicities. I'm interested in people with bipolar commenting on this, but I'm just going to post it as a video on synchronicity, really. And obviously, that might get more response than just connecting it to bipolar, because I think a lot of people experience synchronicities, but it seems to me that they're more common with bipolar people. It seems to be a big issue with bipolar people. But saying that, the person that brought me on to synchronicities was a friend that I met in a music website, which is a kind of a synchronicity in itself with my sort of addiction to music. And yeah, we had some pretty deep discussions about it, really, and certain things that I said about it at the time were a real synchronicity for her. I used to quote lyrics from songs, and she had met somebody that sort of had an impact on her life, and my lyrics that I quoted in the email at the same time that she met this guy, she was involved in another relationship. This was just something that happened. They seemed to really strike a chord with her, so that was interesting. But I get them all the time. I had them this morning. There's a song playing on the radio. It's got the chorus. What is it? I forget now. I'll have to think about that for a second. Oh yeah, it was. I need you, pretty baby, to ease my troubled mind. And I just emailed Lauren Laverne because I've been in hospital a few times, and that synchronicity struck a chord with me, really, because it's sort of how I view her show and being sort of listening to her. She sort of helps me out a lot, and ease the whole experience of being incarcerated, basically. But my synchronicities mainly come with music. It seems, especially at times that I've been in hospital, certain songs are released that describe what I'm feeling at the time, and it's really strange. There's a few songs I've posted on New Light Beings that really connected, and I don't know whether a lot of people get the synchronicity of music. I mean, music's a common thing, it's always out there, and to be honest, the creativity of it blows my mind. I mean, I could never do anything like that, and where it all comes from, really. But going back to the synchronicity thing, there's a lot of things going on, really, and it's kind of complicated. I experienced it mainly with listening to the radio. It's not as intense as it was. I mean, when I was first manic, the synchronicities were coming thick and fast, and it was all the music. It was just all connected to what I was thinking and feeling at the time, and it just boosted what I was feeling. But at the end of the day, these things are a nightmare. At the end of the day, do normal people, and not necessarily bipolar people, experience synchronicities more or less, or I think the same even? And what would you think a synchronicity is necessarily? And where does it come from? It's a complicated question, really. I haven't really got into it too deeply because I just experienced them, and they sort of commentate on my life and experiences, really. But it'd be interesting to know what people think about synchronicity. It's like, I think we're all connected, and somehow there's a common link, and these synchronicities kind of appear through the link now and again. That's the best way I can explain it, really. But apart from that, most people don't notice them. If you've got to be in a certain state of mind to notice them. I mean, do people that are, well, that are sort of, I call it bipolar for want of a better word, experience them more or less? On the New Light Beings website that I visit, I mean, this would be for everybody, not just bipolar people that have got this idea of a high consciousness that synchronicities are connected to, really. It'd be interesting to know if people go and visit the website and see what they think, really. It hasn't given me the sort of radical answers that I was looking for so far, but I've met two people on there that seem to have come along at the right time, another kind of synchronicity, really. And I was talking to one of them, and he posted I Will Fix You by Coldplay, and I hadn't really thought about it at the time. I was just generally chatting and doing my blog, and I decided to go into the chat room at that particular moment and noticed he posted a video link, and I thought it would be some heavy duty video about God knows what, really. I didn't realise it was a music video, and then I went into it and it brought back so many memories, because at the time it was released in 2005, which was my second experience with Mania, and that song was going around in my head quite a lot, and it came about when I was in hospital. It seemed to be playing all the time everywhere. I used to listen to the radio quite a lot, and this song kept coming up. It's a great song, really. I might post it on my page on New Light Beings. But the other question I wanted to ask is, do people find that synchronicity is connected to music? And does music come along at certain stages in your life that seems to be more than a coincidence, really? That's the best way I can put it. Like, everyone's got a... Oh, these bloody things are annoying me. Everyone's got a song that they particularly like, that brings back memories. Sort of, best example is the song you have played at your wedding for the first time, say, something like that. Or another example is a song that you would pick for your funeral. And that's another thing about synchronicity for me. My mum died back in the year 2000, and I forget it exactly, but apparently my wife and I went to this pub and they were playing this song by Robbie Williams called Heaven From Here, and for some reason I just totally hooked onto it as a song from my mum's funeral, because of the lyrics that I was hearing, and it came along at the right time. I never heard it before. It's not a well-known song by Robbie Williams, but it seemed to be totally appropriate for a song for a funeral. I mean, she liked Shirley Bassey, and her favourite song was Bridge Over Troubled Waters, and she had a very troubled life, but at the end of the day that seemed to be a bit depressing for me, really. But it didn't go down too well, because she loved that song and everybody thought that I should have had it at her funeral, really, but I didn't think it was uplifting enough, really. And funerals are depressing enough as it is, so you've got to have a bit of music that kind of connects with the person that died, really. By saying that, probably not, because she probably never listened to the Robbie Williams in her life, really. But the other thing about it was that my wife had bought the CD and we hadn't played it for years. So I played the CD. I didn't think much of it after the end of the part. I just thought that'd be a great song for a funeral. And then I was playing the CD and it came on. I thought, that's unbelievable, really. It seemed like this song was following me around. So that just reinforced my belief that it'd be a really good song for a funeral. If you want to check it out, it's Robbie Williams' Heaven From Here. And it's a really good song. And it kind of Yeah, it kind of, sorry, the screen went off for a second. Yeah, it kind of uplifted the shoot. Oh, I've gone over the 10 minutes, so I'll hold it there. I'll be back in a minute. Hold on.